Have you ever had a dream that just wouldn't leave you alone? That little whisper in the back of your mind, telling you that you're meant for something more. If you'd just be brave enough to go looking for it? That feeling is at the very heart of one of the most beloved books of our time, Paulo Coelho's The Alchemist, first published in 1988. This simple yet powerful story has sold over 150 million copies and has been translated into more than 80 languages, setting a world record. It's a book that has captivated millions, from students to world leaders, with its message about chasing your destiny. Today we're going to explore the story of Santiago, a shepherd boy who journeys from the fields of Spain to the sands of the Egyptian desert. But we'll do more than just summarize the plot. We'll uncover the timeless ideas woven into his adventure. Ideas about destiny, fear, love, and what treasure really is. You'll soon understand why this book isn't just a story, but a potential roadmap for your own life. Part 1. The journey begins. The call of a personal legend. We start our story with Santiago, a young shepherd in Andalusia, Spain. He has a pretty good life. He's got his flock, food, shelter, and the freedom to roam the countryside. It's comfortable, it's safe, but he's restless. He keeps having the same dream over and over, a vision of a treasure hidden at the foot of the Egyptian pyramids. At first, he brushes it off. A dream is just a dream, right? Why would he trade his entire life for some fantasy? This is a feeling most of us know all too well. We have that big dream, but our comfortable reality and the fear of the unknown hold us back. Santiago's life changes when he meets a mysterious old man named Melchizedek, the king of Salem. This king introduces Santiago to the most important idea in the entire book, the personal legend. He explains that a personal legend is your life's purpose, the thing you've always wanted to accomplish. And he leaves him with this incredible piece of advice. When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. And right there, we get the book's central theme, the of one's personal lieges. It's the idea that each of us has a calling that will lead to true fulfillment. Inspired, Santiago does something crazy. He sells his sheep, his entire livelihood, and buys a ticket to Tangier, Africa. He takes that first terrifying step. Of course, things immediately go wrong. On his very first day in a new country, he's tricked, and every penny he has is stolen. He's left alone, broke, and can't even speak the language. He's crushed and tempted to give up. So what happens when your grand adventure immediately blows up in your face? This brings up another huge idea in the book. Failure isn't the end. Setbacks aren't signs to quit. They are tests of your commitment. Part 2. Lessons from the desert. Fear, love, and the soul of the world stranded. Santiago gets a job working for a crystal merchant. This merchant is the perfect picture of what happens when you let fear win. He too had a personal legend, a lifelong dream of making a pilgrimage to Mecca. But he got so comfortable, so afraid of what would happen if he actually achieved his dream, that he put it off forever. He admits to Santiago, "I'm afraid that if my dream is realized, I'll have no reason to go on living." He's a kind man, but he's living a life of quiet regret. This chapter is a stark warning that fear is the biggest obstacle to your destiny. ****. Santiago works for the merchant for a year, learning and saving. He eventually earns enough money to either buy a new flock of sheep and go home, or to press on toward the pyramids. He chooses the journey. He joins a caravan crossing the vast Sahara Desert, where he meets an Englishman, a scholar obsessed with the secrets of alchemy. The Englishman represents one way of learning, through books, research, and intellect. Santiago, on the other hand, learns by watching the desert and listening to his heart. It's a brilliant way of showing that while knowledge is great, true wisdom comes from experience. The caravan finally reaches a massive oasis, and it's here that two things change his life forever. First, he meets Fatima and falls in love instantly. He's ready to abandon his quest to stay with her, thinking he's found his treasure. But Fatima, in her wisdom, tells him that true love doesn't stop you from pursuing your personal legend. It supports it. "If I am really a part of your dream," she says, "you'll come back." This is a powerful lesson. True love doesn't hold you back. It becomes your reason to return. Second, he meets the alchemist. After Santiago has a vision that saves the oasis from an attack, he grabs the attention of a legendary 200-year-old alchemist. The alchemist sees that Santiago is on the right path and agrees to guide him. He teaches Santiago about the soul of the world, the spiritual energy that connects everything, and how to listen to his heart, which is his direct line to it. Part 3. The climax and the great secret, the final leg of the journey with the alchemist, is the most dangerous. They travel through tribal war zones and are eventually captured. To save them, the alchemist makes a wild claim. He tells the chief that Santiago is a powerful man who can turn himself into the wind. The chief gives him a 3-day deadline. If he can't do it, they're both dead. Santiago is terrified. This is the ultimate test. He spends 3 days meditating, speaking to the desert, the wind, and the sun, asking for their help. In this incredible climax, Santiago finally understands that his own soul is part of the soul of the world. By tapping into that connection, he unleashes a massive sandstorm, astounding the tribe and winning their freedom. And this is where we learn the book's greatest secret. Alchemy isn't really about turning lead into gold. It's about personal transformation. Just as an alchemist purifies metal, a person must purify themselves of fear and doubt to become their truest self. Turning into the wind wasn't a magic trick. It was Santiago showing his complete unity with the universe. Finally, exhausted but triumphant, Santiago reaches the Egyptian pyramids. He digs at the spot from his dream and finds nothing. Just then, he's attacked by thieves. They beat him and steal the gold the alchemist gave him. As they leave, Santiago tells them about his dream. One of the thieves laughs at him. He says he once had a recurring dream himself about a treasure buried in the ruins of an abandoned church in Spain, underneath a sycamore tree. In that single moment, Santiago understands everything. The man just described the exact church where his journey began. The treasure was never in Egypt. It was at home all along. Conclusion: Santiago returns to Spain, goes to the abandoned church, and digs under the sycamore tree. He finds a chest overflowing with gold and jewels. But at this point, the gold is just a bonus. The final, beautiful twist of The Alchemist reveals its most powerful truth. The real treasure was the journey itself. The wisdom he gained, the love he found, the fears he conquered, and the connection he forged with the world. That was the reward. The journey turned him from a simple shepherd into a wise man. The gold was just the universe's way of saying, "You did it." The story is a powerful call to listen to your heart and chase your own personal legend. It's a reminder that the path will have obstacles, but every challenge is a lesson. And as the book says, the fear of suffering is worse than the suffering itself. So what's a dream that you've been putting on hold? What is your personal legend trying to tell you? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown and want more from other life-changing books, make sure to like and subscribe.